Hello people, this is Aidan Jonah, managing editor of the Canada Files here, and we are here today to cover another Wet'suwet'en Emergency Solidarity Rally. This is yet another crucial rally. The RCMP have continued their invasion of the Wet'suwet'en territories, and people are justifiably angry and frankly understand that this is the fight of our lives. All of our lives. And so we're here today. This is a crucial fight, and the Canada Files is going to be here to cover it for you.
Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back!
Everybody's on the platform.
Get these tickets, let me know. Hey, baby!
Alright, so it seems like we are going down to into Spadina Station. We're not sure where, but we'll let you know when we get there. Just to let people know, we are going to Pioneer Station.
How do you spell colonizer?
RCMP!
How do you spell racist?
RCMP!
How do you spell embarrassingly lucrative husband paper?
RCMP! Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back! Stand up, fight back!
We are out of the subway. We are at Pioneer Village Station. We will be out soon, and there may actually be a rail blockade that we're going to.
Indigenous people are under attack! What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
Indigenous land is under attack! What do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
Where's the phone?
Block the rails!
Where's the phone?
Block the rails!
Where's the phone?
Block the rails! Block the rails!
Not your land!
Not then, not now!
Crusoe Gaslight!
Back down!
It's not your land!
Not then, not now! RCMP!
So we are people are currently marching towards the CN train blockade. As we speak, there's a hell of a crowd, there's a hell of an energy, and there is a hell of a fight from the protesters. And so we are going on now to the actual CPRL train blockade. This is a big moment. Hopefully we'll be able to speak to a few people. People are still at the CN rail blockade currently. The protest is still ongoing. The blockade is still going. They're still keeping up the fight. I would give it a solid couple hundred, 1,000, which is quite something for a blockade with the risk of arrest. There's not been any arrests so far. However, they're saying that there is a high chance of arrest, and that there's always a risk with that people should be keeping in mind that chance. But people are moving, people are growing. I spoke to one of the media liaisons there, and here's what she had to say.
I'm a Venezuelan immigrant to these lands. My family is Cuica from the Andes of Venezuela, and I've been living in Canada and basically as a settler because these lands do not belong to me. I'm from Venezuela, so I'm indigenous from somewhere else, but settling on lands that are not my own currently. Today we're gathering here due to a call to action put out by the Wet'suwet'en Nation in what we now call North British Columbia. They have called for solidarity actions all across Turtle Island to specifically target rails, RCMP, and banks because they're the three largest basically industries and infrastructure that is complicit in the construction of the Coastal GasLink pipeline project, which is a non-consented.
Yeah, and specifically here today, what happened?
Specifically here today, we were blocking CN Rail and any rail traffic coming in from the west side because the east side has already been blocked by Tananega. There's lots of rail blockades happening all across Canada, and this is really meaningful because it's, I think, the second largest rail yard in all of Canada, so we're blocking a significant amount of trains.
Yeah, and the message is being sent by this blockade. What is that?
The message that's being sent by this blockade is that we won't stand for what the Canadian government is doing to the Wet'suwet'en Nation, and not just the Wet'suwet'en Nation, but the lack of action around any violation and ongoing colonial violence towards Indigenous people all across Turtle Island. And basically we want to say that reconciliation is dead, and any sort of hope that any person had that the Canadian government actually cared about Indigenous people it's lost entirely.
Solidarity!
Solidarity! Yeah, oh my God.
So protesters and people are now on their way going to block the east portion of the McMillan line. It's currently not being fully shut down, but if things go the way protesters would like it to, the line will be totally shut down. That line is going from here to Sudbury, and from Sudbury all the way across the prairies to British Columbia. And so the protesters viewed it as a crucial, high priority act. There's a certain section of people in the group. Some are saying that, some are going here. So this is clear. They want to send a message, and they want to send an even bigger one by entirely shutting down this rail.
Shut down Canada! Shut down Canada! Shut down Canada! Shut down Canada! Shut down Canada!
The protesters have now reached the east trail track on the CN trains. So it sounds like CN is going to shut down the next train coming through. And it looks like this blockade is likely to be a success. CN has given up. There's not going to be any trains coming through there. But I gotta say, this is what the start of a revolution looks like. And if this keeps going, if this is a success, I think people are finally beginning to understand their power. And that could lead to very, very exciting things.
My name is Vanessa Gray. So we're here as long as we need to be. We are here to stand in solidarity with Wet'suwet'en land defenders and hereditary chiefs who oppose the Coastal GasLink pipeline, and to the folks who have faced arrests and the folks there who continue to face surveillance from the police on the unceded traditional territory.
So, what would your message be to just ordinary working people who maybe are thinking of coming?
I encourage people to take action in any possible way they can. Like, it doesn't have to be like an action that someone else is hosting. It's happening all over, and it's impacting Canada's economy. So it's working. We need more people to take more action.
Alright, so I'm now past the line of the blockade. The blockade is still ongoing. They're talking about going until dusk and potentially even longer, depending on the circumstances. There's still a couple hundred people there. They're really starting to take direct action. Understand the circumstances. They get it. Like, people get it, settler allies get it. Most of all, Indigenous people have been fighting this battle for so long. Trust them. They understand this. They understand the fight. They understand what they're doing. And they're changing things. The economy is getting ground to a halt. CN Rail is getting ground to a halt. They're forcing these changes. They're forcing these issues onto the mainstream agenda. And that is quite the achievement from a mainstream media that would rather talk nothing about this. So, this is Aidan Jonah, managing editor of the Canada Files, signing out. Now, if you want to check out more content on our site, go to www.thecanadafiles.com, or you can go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure to click that notification bell to see more content that the mainstream media doesn't want you to know about. Have a good one.